Take another problem where you cannot apply this direct formula, like find the Fourier transform of adjacent t. Okay, what is adjacent t? It is a signum function. Okay, what signum function says for positive time duration the value is 1. Okay, and for negative time duration value is -1. This is called signum function. In signum function also, if you are going to check the first condition -infinity to infinity mod of x of t dt, this mod take the negative amplitude as a positive and it will take as a constant. Okay, and when you take the limit, then it is give an infinity value. Okay, so first condition will not satisfy, so that's why we have to take alternative method. So we cannot use direct method, does not satisfy absolutely integrable condition, okay, of the Dirichlet condition. That's why we cannot apply a direct method. So how we can solve that? Taking the limit condition, we know that as Jn t, what is ut? I have given this formula ut in the when I explain about this elementary signum function. There I have given this formula ut minus u of minus t. We can write this thing also. Okay, and we can write like this also. If we take the limit a tends to 0 e to the power minus at u of t minus e to the power at u of minus t dt. So when you put the 0 in e to the power a or minus a, it will give 1 only. So we can write like this also. So when we take the Fourier transform in both the side, please take the note. Okay. Now we have to take the Fourier transform in both the side. The Fourier transform as Jn.
Sir, once previous slide.
So over, I think. So let's take Fourier transform in both sides. Limit a tends to 0 outside minus, if you give the formula minus infinity to infinity minus at e to the power minus j omega naught t dt, minus sign is there, minus infinity to infinity e to the power at. Okay, u of minus t e to the power minus jt dt. So this here u of t is there. Limit a tends to infinity. U of t means the negative range minus infinity to 0 will 0. So now you can write this like this also, minus a plus j omega t dt. Here minus infinity to 0 would be exist e to the power a minus j omega t dt. Okay, When you take the limit and put the take the integration and put the limit, you will find the first one is 1 by a plus j minus, you will find a minus j omega. Okay. So now put the limit. Put the limit. What will get? 1 by j minus 1 by minus j. So minus minus a plus 2 by j omega. So this is the Fourier transform of signum function. Okay. 2 by j omega. This is also another important equation formula you should know. It's over. So now I will give a last similar kind of problem. So and I'll not take the limit. I can solve by taking the limit also, but I'll not take the limit by a different way. I'll solve that. Okay, it's over, I think. Let me give another problem with a similar kind of problem. Please let me know if you finished. The last problem from similar kind. Find the Fourier transform of u of t. Okay, solution. What do you mean by u of t? U of t is unity step signal, which is present for positive time duration, and amplitude is 1. Okay. So if we check the first condition, minus infinity to infinity mod of x of t dt. If we integrate, the amplitude is 1, but if you sum up or integrate up to infinity times, it will give infinity only. Okay. So this condition, first condition, is not satisfied. So you have to take a different way. You have to solve different way. But let me solve by taking the concept that we have learned from the previous problems. Okay. So how we can solve? We know that signum function can be write u of t minus u of minus t. That can be right, or you can write this formula also I have given earlier. Then what will be the u of t? U of t is half 1 plus signum function. Understand? Now take the Fourier transform in both sides. By the previous concept, I will solve this. Half Fourier transform of 1 plus Fourier transform of Sj and t. Okay. What is the Fourier transform of 1? I have given when I solve the constant Fourier transform of constant signal. The 1 is 2s pi by delta omega, I think. And Fourier transform signum we have got in the last numerical 2 by j omega, isn't it? So when we multiply this half with both the term, we'll get pi delta omega plus 1 by j omega. Okay, this is the Fourier transform of ut. So Fourier transform ut is what? Pi delta omega plus 1 by j omega. So these are the means problem numerical, or these are the signals. You should know the Fourier transform. Okay, all I have given, I think 5 number of such type of signal. So you should know the ultimate result. Okay, basically you should know the ultimate result, as well as you should know the derivation also. Then you can remember for all time. When you know the derivation, then you can remember the things. Have you completed? By taking limit also we can solve this one. Let me define and complete. Okay, for today's class, let me define what is called duality theorem. I have said that using the duality theorem also you can solve this type of signal, which the first condition of Dirichlet is failed. Okay, such type of signal you can find the Fourier transform using this concept also. What is stage is a right? That according to duality theorem, if xt, small xt, has Fourier transform x of omega, okay, then capital X, this capital X come here and represent as a time domain, okay, then it will give 2 pi by small x of minus omega. Understand? This is one formula from duality. You can write another way. If xt has the Fourier transform x of omega, then capital X of t can be write as small x of minus f. If f is there, there will be no pi, 2 pi multiply. But if omega you have right, you have to multiply. This is the in y form. This is in f form. Okay, you can write like this also to remember. So how we can solve? Suppose a signal, find the Fourier transform of delta t is given. Okay. Now find the Fourier transform of not delta t. A or constant A or constant signal 1 is given. Okay. So what we know? We know that Fourier transform of delta t, I have solved that with the integration formula. Fourier transform of delta t is for 1. So if you see the formula, okay, just we bring this one this side. Okay, if you bring this one this side and take the Fourier transform, this will come this side. And if you write it in omega term, minus omega would be there, then you have to multiply pi. Or you can write like this also, delta minus f. Okay. Again, the delta is a even function, so you can write delta omega. Okay, you can write delta f. Delta is the even function, that's why you can write delta minus theta equal to delta theta itself. Okay, so twice by delta omega. So very easy if you know the Fourier transform of other signal. Okay, so this is the one. Let me give another one and complete today's session. Find the Fourier transform of sinc function. Okay, sinc t. Okay, if you're going to solve this sinc t with the help of integration function, we cannot solve that first, and with the limit also it will take too many complicated. By duality you can make it easily, because we know the PR that rect t. Okay, rect t Fourier transform is sinc f, we know. Then if you bring the sinc f and write f in place of f, we can write t. Then Fourier transform is this one at rect minus f. Minus f, rectangular function is nothing but even function. That's why you can write rect only f also. So sinc function Fourier transform is what? Rect f. So very easy, you can say what will be the Fourier transform of sinc function, what is the Fourier transform of 1. Okay.